Hey guys, and welcome to a discussion on all these Mega Man mobile game rumors. I'm ShadowRock.
I'm TGP.
Now I'm Sapphire Stars 11.
Hey, what's up guys? How you been doing?
I've been good.
Been good.
That's awesome. So, what's going on today is we're going to be talking about these two tweets that Protodude put out recently. So, to explain the first one, he put out a tweet saying, here's a tweet that you're going to want to remember in a few months. And then he posted Mega Man X, a screenshot from a Famicom game called Kokoron. It has like some RPG elements, it's a bit of a platformer too. There's some scrambled eggs, and there's mobile phones. In this video, we're going to focus on just this post for today, which covers the Mega Man X mobile game, since we went quite a long time with this discussion. So this part will be Mega Man X, part 2 will be the Mega Man Battle Network mobile game. So let's go back a little bit here, and the first thing I want to do is address a couple concerns in the community, or some questions I got from the community after I posted my initial news videos. The first one I want to address is, someone asked me, why should we trust Protodude on this? Because clearly he's teasing a couple of these mobile games, and he's the only one talking about it. So why should we trust someone like Protodude? Well, in case you don't know, Protodude runs a website called Protodude's Rockman Corner. That's his blog. He's been around for a very long time, even before I've been really a big thing in the community. He's been here forever. He's got his connections. He knows people at Capcom and other people in the industry. He's pretty tight, very trustworthy member, and he's never really gone out of his way to say a rumor or anything like this if he didn't have any evidence to back it up. So I just want to say, yes, you can trust this guy. He's a very reliable member of the community, and if he says that something's going to happen, he's not fooling around, guys. And if you need something more concrete than his word, and my belief based on the things I've heard myself, take a look at this event that's going on in Japan right now that features Mega Man X, Mega Man Battle Network, The Great Ace Attorney, and Monster Hunter. Notice how Mega Man X and Mega Man Battle Network is featured prominently together. See, something's fishy, and it's not full catfish. Big donks, huh? So, yeah. And then one other thing I want to address is, we can discuss this too, is since a couple mobile games seem to be coming, well, is there still going to be a Mega Man X9 or any other console games? What do you guys think?
In terms of do you think we're gonna get something?
Yeah, so see, a lot of people, I was reading the comments, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, Mega Man's going to be in a mobile game, I guess that's the next game, I guess there isn't going to be an X9. What do you think about that?
Oh, no. There's definitely gonna be one, especially with the successes of the Legendary Collections. It's just, it's gonna take quite a lot of time for that to come out properly, I would think.
If anything, I feel like the Mega Man X mobile game is very much going to be a way to kind of like build hype for X9 coming out. It's kind of like what Nintendo did with Fire Emblem Heroes. It was a way to spark interest in the series. And then, when the newer games came out, everybody knew what was going on. It's like, hey, I know these characters, I'll play it. It's a way to attract everyone in.
Yep, I agree. See, the thing is, Capcom has a lot of different branches around. We know Capcom USA, Capcom Japan, but they also have a mobile division too. So while Kazuhiro Tsuchiya, who is pretty much the main guy behind Mega Man right now, while him and his team is working on, well, the next Mega Man game, it could be X9, could be something else, there's this mobile division also working on these mobile games. So it's not like because there's a Mega Man mobile game, suddenly X9 is cancelled or whatever. That's not how it works. No, these are basically being worked on in tandem here. So, like Sapphire touched on, I'm pretty sure these mobile games are pretty much a stopgap between now and whenever the next Mega Man game comes out, because 11 just ended production, and they only got started with the pre-production early this year, as we reported on previously. So, yeah, it's gonna be a while till the next game, so at least with these mobile games, we will have something to cover until then. Something to do.
Plus, I'm pretty sure they've been wanting to get into mobile since it is quite profitable if done properly.
That is true, yeah. And this isn't the first time that Capcom's dabbled in mobile games, but I feel it's going to be the first time in a while, and if they pull it off right, it'll be the first time they actually did a really good job. Plus, if they actually release it outside of Japan, would be a big deal too, because there's been several Battle Network games, like Legend of Network and Phantom of Network, which were mobile exclusives that were only in Japan, and we never got anything regarding them.
Yeah, that actually brings up a great question. Do you guys think we might get these mobile games outside of Japan? Because currently that's unknown, actually.
Oh, that'd be so funny if we're getting teased these and it's not even. It's just Japan.
That would be the worst, though, because then it's like three Battle Network games and one X game we are not going to get because it's like, haha, yeah, be in Japan, suckers. Why are you gonna be?
Yeah, because like you said, Sapphire, we had Legend of Network and Phantom of Network, I believe, in Japan.
Yeah,
and they played a lot like main Battle Network games. They are very text heavy, so if we got something like that again, they would have to translate that, and that's a lot of work for a mobile game. So, it's possible, but I guess it really depends on what they're trying to do here.
please don't be a gotcha. Please don't.
Oh.
That's also a great segue into the actual discussion. I think we should start with the X game, because that is the one that's coming soonish. Protodude thinks that this is coming anytime between May and September, as far as the announcement goes. So, yeah, what do you guys think this X game will be like?
Let me bring it up just in case, just so I can see the hints and whatnot. But in the meantime, go right ahead.
I don't know. It could be like a real-time RPG, possibly.
Real time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a couple of them out there. Dragalia Lost is an example. But it does have gotcha elements, of course, in it. I'm not too sure. I feel like, it could be a possible, regular X game, but I don't really know what it could be. I feel like the RPG thing could be the easier thing to do, in a way. But then again, there's also a lot of competition when it comes to like mobile RPGs at the moment, so maybe that might not be the best thing to do.
It's very interesting that one of the big hints here seems to be that it's Mega Man X and an RPG. And the only Mega Man X RPG that was an actual game before this was, of course, Mega Man X Command Mission, where it took place in the future compared to the rest of the X series, and it introduced a lot of characters like Marino, Cinnamon, Massimo, Spider, and all these other characters. And it'd be pretty cool, actually, if they were going off a Command Mission for this mobile game.
Actually, that would be the easiest thing to do, going with Command Mission, especially because Command Mission has been left alone for how long, and you could build up another plot really easily in the Command Mission timeline and such, because there's not much in there right now.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And another interesting thing to me is the fact that, see, Protodude specifically picked a screenshot of this Kokoron Famicom game, and it had like all these different characters, like a ninja, a robot, alien, fighter, monster, ghost, and hero. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe I'm not sure why he chose that game specifically, but there must be some reason. And actually, I was reading the Mega Man Network's coverage on it, and he mentioned that this Kokoron game was actually worked on by a lot of people that also worked on Mega Man. So, okay.
That could be a possible clue, but who knows at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, so after studying it a little bit, if you can elaborate on the second picture, are they picking parts?
Yeah, I believe so. It's like this RPG game. I never played it before, but it was like a Japanese exclusive Famicom game, of course, and I guess you pretty much create your own character, and then you take them to this 2D platform style levels, but your character also levels up as you go. So there's a bit of an RPG element there.
So I get the feeling it could be a create your own OC type game, where I don't know if because you said it's a platformer but also an RPG.
Yeah.
So and mobile gaming has advanced quite a bit for it being mobile. So I can see them doing some platforming RPG, maybe multiplayer, or at the very least single player, and integrate your created character as like a part of the story. That's possible, because I mean, why else would you show a custom a character creation, and then there's also an RPG and a platformer, and of course it will take place in the X series, and the eggs are tripping me up so much. But
yeah, the scrambled eggs are kind of weird. That's the one thing I don't know about.
I can only maybe take from this is perhaps it's like it's probably telling us it's going to be a mesh of many different things into one meal.
So
perhaps
Mega Man X Scramble Battle.
would it possibly be like Extreme then? Possibly.
So the thing is, Protodude does have a hint for us down here, and he says he wants to make it very clear to us that this is not a sequel of any type. It's not X9. It's not Extreme 3. It's not Command Mission 2. It is not a sequel.
Well, no.
So keep that in mind.
That's not what I mean. I mean like, you know how Extreme combined like different levels from X1 and X2 and Extreme 1. That's what I mean.
Okay, I gotcha.
That's what I'm talking about, because that's the only thing I could think of, or at least have like some old Mavericks return or something like that, and then mix things up with newer Mavericks. That's the only thing I could get out of the whole thing with the scrambled eggs hint.
Yeah, I agree, actually. If this is going to be like a solo Mega Man X game, there probably is going to be characters and Mavericks from all over the series in this one. There would have to be, I think.
that'd be nice.
Yeah. I like your idea too, TGP, about it being like a sort of a platformer / RPG game, which also reminds one of Rockman Crossover.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be better than that.
I know, right? Crossover was weird.
It had potential, but they messed up.
Yeah, right. They had so much potential, but it wasn't executed the best.
Also,
I mean, now that there's a lot of very popular mobile games, they can study from that and see what works and what doesn't.
That's true too, yeah. And hey, who knows? Maybe even now that I'm thinking about it, this could also help them learn their mistakes from Crossover as well, especially because the characters that originally originated from that game, they had really good designs and stuff like that, but they didn't really have that much into it. So I feel like if there is an OC creator type of thing, they would really need to find a way to make your character truly integrated into the world itself, and not just be kind of, hey, I got a cool character design, why am I here?
Yeah, that's for sure. So actually, what do you guys think of the possibility, instead of the idea we already proposed, what do you think of the possibility of this being a gacha game? Like Fire Emblem Heroes?
Just outright
Please.
gacha game.
Yeah.
I don't think this one will. I think the other one is more leaning towards a outright full-on gacha.
Please don't.
Yeah.
This one will
I
have
agree.
elements to it, but I don't think it's gonna be that crazy.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I can't handle another gacha. I'm already stuck in Heroes.
Welcome to the gacha life.
Oh gosh, I can't wait to have Black Maid Marino 5 stars.
Oh my god, no! Oh! Well, someone's probably
Summer
already done it
Cinnamon.
at this point.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Even worse, Marino's paired up with Cinnamon.
Y'all need Jesus.
Japanese style spider.
Oh god.
I could go like all out with this. Oh man. But I guess let's kind of do a round table real quick. Have some predictions of like what we think this actually will be. So I'll start. I'm thinking this will definitely be set in the command mission world, and I also predict, like TGP said, it'll probably be platforming, a little bit of platforming, a little bit of RPG, and it may or may not scramble in some elements from like other IPs, like kind of like a crossover. I'm not sure about that, but either way, it's going to have like a lot of different elements scrambled in, whether that be from the X series itself or from something else. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's definitely, it might have to do with creating an OC. It'll be an RPG platformer of some sort. It is to be determined whether or not it'll be single player or multiplayer, or at the very least, single player but integrate friends in like a very simple manner. And it'll have like a story. I don't know how deep they'll integrate your character into the story itself, but I'm going to assume they're going to be at least a big main focal point. Maybe not the entire spotlight, but at the very least, you're there, type thing.
Okay. And what about you, Seth?
Okay, I'm thinking, like TGP said on the OC creation thing, and it being like an RPG platformer type of thing. Regarding the elements being scrambled in, I'm leaning more towards the lines of like different levels being added from previous X games, added with brand new ones, or Mavericks and such. I don't think it's going to be a gacha. I hope it's not. If there's gacha elements sprinkled in, that's fine.
Yeah, after we had this discussion, I'm not feeling the gacha anymore.
Yeah, although, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if also the creation screen might have to do with possible ride armors as well, because that, we haven't gotten anything about ride armors, so I'm now wondering if that's also a case, because there are different ride armors, and in later games you could mix and match pieces.
That's true. Ride armors could be awesome, actually.
Well, not mix and match pieces, but I feel like that could be a thing if custom ride armors are available in this game as well. And there might be...
I mean, if we're gonna have... Yeah,
there might be, like, a linear story path, but I feel like there might be also some quest segments as well.
I see. Actually, that's a good point. Do you guys think this will be a free game or a paid game? Like barrier to entry?
I think free. Like, you'd be crazy to make it paid, because if you're gonna make it paid, this game better be like the absolute nuts.
Right. Yeah.
Well, another thing I want to add too. This game's gonna have gacha elements, but I also think this game is gonna have an even more element of not pay to win, but you know how you can like pay to like make time go by quicker, or to maybe get things quicker, something like that, but not necessarily outright pay to win. I think that will be a key element to this.
I agree too, especially because if they try to make it pay to win for an X game, that's gonna steer a lot of fans off. I
do feel this game is going to be grindy.
Perhaps.
It's good.
That's how RPGs go.
Yep.
It's probably going to be the same way with the Mega Man Battle Network game too. Yeah. If anything.
Yeah, that said, I think it is about time for us to move on to the Battle Network games. But first, do you guys have any last thoughts about this X game here?
I hope it's good.
I hope it's excellent.
I'll probably I'll play it for sure, because I don't know if I'll delve into it like in terms of buying stuff, but it all depends on how it is. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely like some kind of free command mission type game with RPG platforming. maybe some crossovers here and there, and maybe some OCs. That seems to be the just what we got here.
One of my biggest hopes is I love co-op. So if it has co-op in some way, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a big
sure.
thing too. Also, Capcom, we love optional boss fights. If you're gonna try and cross things over, bring other characters from other Mega Man games and possibly do that as optional boss fights. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe at that point, may as well have Rockman crossover too.
Well, no. It's like certain, because I don't know how EXE would do against Mega Man X in a game like that. That would be weird.
He would win, obviously.
It's true. He would win.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Because
it's already been proven.
He absorbed the whole internet and then reconstructed it in 5 seconds. Everything is possible.
Yep, bodied. All right, so with that said, let's actually move on. Let's move on to Battle Network. Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oh yes.
And that's all we got for the Mega Man X part of the mobile game discussion. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll talk about the Mega Man Battle Network mobile game that's been teased by Protodude. For more on all things Mega Man, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX. I've been ShadowRock, he's been TGP, and she's been Sapphire Stars 11. And until next time, rock on.